try, oh, we can try to save our children. They are dying. No more lies, oh, no more lies. We are human, we are hurting. The world's
That beautiful, powerful voice you just heard, that was Rose. When Rose first came to Beat the Odds at 16 years old, her voice was drowned out in grief. She was in a dark place after watching her mother struggle with addiction for years before losing her battle. Left without parents, Rose was sad, she was angry, heartbroken, alone, forced to grow up quickly, leaving her childhood behind. She came to BTO to find an outlet for her pain, and that's where she found her voice. The arts heal, the arts connect, the arts are why I'm here today. My name is Camila Amanda Rojas Piñeiro Pagan. I have a big name and an even bigger voice. And I use my voice to help others find theirs. Because like Rose, I was one of those kids who also needed healing. I grew up in Mission Hill, Roxbury in the 80s and 90s, and we were surrounded by violence that was completely normalized. I used music as my escape from the chaos. I remember being a young girl singing and dancing, and let me tell you, you could not tell me I was not Mariah Carey. I used to be in the mirror like, someday, oh, someday. But it wasn't until I had my own kids that I realized I could break cycles and I could heal future generations. So in 2019, a group of my closest friends and I put our talents together and we built a stage for Boston youth to shine. A stage for them to beat to their own drum, a stage for them to beat the odds. And those odds are discouraging. BTO breaks intergenerational cycles of poverty, racism, violence, using creativity and arts as an entry point. We serve youth ages 14 to 24 from Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan, Hyde Park, Rosendale. 40% of our youth participants are dealing with housing instability, and 100% have been exposed to community or domestic violence. Do you know that each person at BTO knows someone who has died from gun violence? I want you to hold on to that for a second, because that means that 100% of our youth participants are dealing with trauma and escalating mental health challenges, and they need BTO to heal, because that's what arts do. Research shows that art-involved youth are more likely to graduate high school, they have a better sense of well-being and social connectedness, and they are less likely to feel lonely. And this is how the magic of BTO works. We start off by welcoming our youth participants into our brave but tiny space in Dorchester that quickly becomes their home. And we actually pay our youth so that they can choose and learn how to express themselves and learn creativity versus getting just a regular job just to provide for themselves and their families. Our inclusive space provides safety, support, stability. Through our authentic mentorship model, real connections happen with youth who are dealing with real life challenges and our staff who can relate to those experiences. Healing happens in our empowerment groups with a licensed clinician who's also from Roxbury and aims to break the stigma of mental health in our communities. From there, we build life skills with workshops on healthy relationships, financial literacy, and creative entrepreneurship, just to name a few. All these work together to allow for bold creativity, where our youth learn the technical skills they need to develop their craft. We connect, we create, and we catalyze. Our youth choose between artist development, dancing, performing arts, music productions, and content creation. And we pour into them so that they can pour into themselves. And let me tell you something, we get some amazing results, because 100% of our youth graduate from high school, 99% enroll into college or tech schools, 92%, they stay with us at BTO for a minimum of 2 years, and that's the minimum. Most of them just don't ever leave, they just want to stay. 65% of our youth who graduate come back and are hired as leaders and mentors. Remember Rose? The arts helped her heal, and she is now on track to graduate high school in June, and she hopes to become an art therapist to help other children who have been affected by trauma. Because something happens when young people walk through the doors of BTO. Wounds start to heal, barriers start to crumble, and our young people start believing that they can break these cycles, they can beat the odds, and they can surpass everyone's expectations, including their own. But for every one youth that we serve, we turn 4 down due to lack of capacity, and we need your help to change that. Right now, we have 2.5 full-time employees, and we hope to get to 6 full-time employees in the next 2 years. This will allow us to double the amount of youth we serve and grow our tiny space into one that they deserve. All this adds up to a 2-year fundraising goal of $2 million. The arts heal, the arts connect, the arts bring passion and magic to this heavy world. Please join your voice with ours in the highest human act possible and help us build a stage and inspire our youth together. Together, we can help young people in Boston beat the odds. Thank you.